Did we start last week with the circular room with the monster? Was that the starting point?
Yes.
Okay. So we started there, and the big bad faceless dickhead. Well, he didn't have a mouth or eyes, right? Or did he have a mouth but no eyes? Doesn't really matter. He was scary and gross and came charging at us. And
mouth, no eyes.
I think I was like second in the initiative order, which wasn't what I would have preferred at that moment, but it was like, I kind of want to like not be near everyone because I feel like this thing's gonna charge us down, which it did, and I did get out of the way. But yeah, we started fighting it. Zed decided to like scope out the other rooms while like taking pot shots at it, and found some hella dead people. The rest of our like me and Shane's character's party, they're the remnants of their corpses strewn about, and a bunch of shit. So then we moved on to the other room, or Zed did, while we were able to, like, I guess, damage the big one to enough to take it down, at which point it looked like it was going to do something gnarly, and I don't remember who it was. I think Chris, or Sanguisan, but I don't remember who put the bubble around it and saved us from some of the splash damage from... Oh, right. That's right. I forgot that Shane's not playing Flare.
Ooh!
Epic Farm remembers.
So we avoided some of that explosion of like corrosive material or whatever. That spawned, was it 4 more of the smaller versions? And despite being a little worse for wear, we started engaging the 4 little ones. But before that thing died, it like threw Ian into the wall and impaled him on one of the spikes. And so I like lost my shit and just started like fucking capping these motherfuckers, just like walking straight towards them. My fucking 16 HP. And, while Sanguisan like got ready to heal him, and Boss went and pulled him down so he could.
Reluctantly.
And then
Reluctantly.
only because Sanguisan was for sure gonna take care of Ronan.
You better believe.
Who would also.
I could have done it if I was still a warlock.
Yeah, if you were still a warlock, you
Without the strength.
The strength
so
and the negligence.
So nobody died, despite some dropping to 0. And so Ronan and Irian were brought back up. We finished the rest of those 4. And then Fua, separately from, but at the same time as Zed and Ronan, went to go investigate the extra room that had like a sort of makeshift camp there. I found a spot in the corner where it seemed like there was some air coming from under the wall, which seemed to make like maybe it wasn't a wall. And we found a still functional. We didn't have to hook up a battery, right? Like it had its
We
own
tried
power source.
multiple times to get it open. Couldn't do it.
Well, yeah, but it was functioning. We just couldn't hack it. So eventually, we just fucking brute forced it.
Zed says, "Hey, you have some leverage." To our man that never wants to lose another weapon.
Oh my god, my heart was.
So
raging.
we really put that spear to the test.
That's right.
And
Hey, Zed doesn't know about James's track record.
Yeah.
So there was a little player character bleed for me.
And But we got it open enough so that even Sanguisan could go down. We did hit up, I cannot remember her name again, but the now dead one, who was also in our party who stayed behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we slept, went back for her, and then she died.
Well, we
She
contacted
died.
her first, because I was like, I think we're going to send someone to you, and then she was like, I'm okay, just be quiet, because I hear things out there, and I don't want you to attract them to me. And I was like, oh, okay, then we'll just come get you later.
Yeah, cool. Later, man.
That all happened before we rested, and then we went down the stairs
Then
after we
we-
rested.
Right. And that was just another. It was. I remember we found some loot.
We did. We pulled. You pulled art off the wall for
Oh yeah. That's right. We got that.
expensive art. There was a staff that Voss took, and there was a few other. I don't.
Wasn't
There
there
was-
another tablet
Still don't know.
down there?
There was another tablet
Another
down there.
tablet too. That's right. Are we like 4 or
Um,
6 now, or 5 or 6 tablets? Somewhere.
Something like we definitely have 4, right?
Pretty sure we have.
We have
At least
4.
Do we have 5 now? It might be 5. I can't remember. Are they on the? Are they on journal?
Click the quest items folder, guys.
We have 4.
We have 4. We have 4.
Oh, okay. There it is. I had scrolled to the bottom to
We're all
look
about
at my
Nice
character.
and organized for you guys.
Yeah, no,
about
this is
complicated
great. I
things
love it. So yeah, we found some stuff and then headed back up to what's her name, and she was gone, obviously. And I tried calming her, but she didn't answer, I think. And
Somebody else answered. I'm pretty sure. That was what was happening to like everybody.
did that happen then, or was that later?
Did that happen then? I know it happened later, but I think it happened then too, didn't it? Didn't we get like another random voice?
Someone else was hearing, it was either Zed or Ronan that tried to contact someone.
Well, I
And
remember before
Flair's
our
voice
rest-
responded, I think.
Yeah, I remember before our rest that you were calming her, and I was like, "What the fuck? The comms are working?" And
Yeah, she
you
supposedly
rightly were like,
answered.
"Yes, idiot," and then everyone was like, "No, idiot." And then later, Flair did talk. I think she talked to both of us, Flair, Ronan, and I.
I
Probably,
think that's
but
right.
was it at the same time? I think it was separate.
No, separate occasions.
Yeah. And then that was when Zed was just like, nope.
No.
Because Ronan kind of already had, I think, was just like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you guys, like, removed your comms just to avoid that in the future. So we went back up and went down a path that we hadn't explored yet, I think.
After we went to try and find what happened.
And then at some point, we cut to our spirit friends, Flair and Isel, who met with, is it Amon Call?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for remembering a name.
Haha. It's just like, there's so many, like, characters and things that sound very
Yeah.
similar to it. Like, it's a good name. It's a great name.
Yeah,
but it
no, I
definitely, like, the wires get crossed in my brain sometimes,
Yeah.
but I'm remembering it so far, so good. Who is we learned is sort of the King in the Undergrowth, but the King in the Undergrowth is sort of like his corruption. It's not
His
really
dark
him.
link, if you will.
It's his
Yeah,
His evil mirror.
double.
yeah. That stems from this like otherworldly voice that he communicated with. But it seems that Isel fortunately has the tools to not succumb, and also maybe keep Flair from succumbing to the powers that corrupt everything here and turn the spirits into monsters.
And you guys know, you two specifically know that it's void magic. I don't think the rest of us know yet, right?
Yeah, it appears that it's possible that there may have been knowledge benefits to the two of you dying.
Yeah, let's
We
go with
also
that.
learned that
It's kind of true.
it may be possible for us to make it back into our bodies whole again, maybe, and also that the way that we can like cure this place sort of is by returning the tablets to this like spot where the whole thing was supposed to, and the tablet is the key that will allow him to like turn off what I forget exactly how it.
Do you remember what was
like,
in the room with you guys?
It's the pool of water
with a bunch of
that,
runes
like,
around
on-
it.
Yeah, and then there's
And
something in the
one thing is
middle though,
missing.
right? Was it?
There were souls like swimming in the
Yeah.
in the water, but they
we
didn't
river
appear
Styxing.
it didn't appear that they could escape it.
Right.
And
And then this like device or like construct thing or whatever it is that is like the source of the corruption. Was it in like the center of that pool or was it?
no,
on the
it
shore?
was the ground that you guys were standing on was covered with tablets with runes on them, and there was a tablet
Mhm.
missing.
Okay. Gotcha.
So-
That's it. Does
The
it
gate
surround
on
the
the
whole
figured that
pool,
Yeah.
or is it? Does it surround the whole pool, or?
Yes, the tablets surround
Okay.
the pool in a big, like, intricate
Gotcha.
circle.
Cool.
However, you're
Um,
thinking about it in your heads, it's dope. So
All right, cool. But yeah,
it's like
so
when
that,
you look at old like Incan or Mayan shit, and you're just like, how did they even fucking do that? Like,
Yeah.
So we basically, Flair and Isel know that we need to somehow help you guys figure out how to find all the tablet pieces, return them here, and place them.
what he told you guys was that on the tablet that he had like written his confessions, the other side of it was an Avarin rune. So if you placed it there, it would keep the runes from completing.
Right.
And then he told you guys that he had a plan that could involve you guys getting back in your bodies, but you guys had to leave because a dark presence
Yeah.
started.
And he's kind of not super comfortable being in this place for very long at a time, right?
Yeah,
it
because
kind of-
he
that
alluded
takes a
to
whole
he
lot.
alluded to the fact that after he created the tablet that would disarm the device, he attempted to battle his dark mirror and failed.
Yeah. So
So
he
he's,
knows
like,
he's not strong
hiding,
enough
yeah.
to face it.
Yeah, so he's like hiding.
Yeah. So that's where we left them.
Sorry guys, this dungeon's a deep rabbit hole.
Oh, I love it.
That's why it's like amazingly frustrating. Like,
I don't remember everything about the next room that like the whole party
Oh.
went into. So if someone else could
goddamn snapping turtle, void snapping turtle,
Hey, it's got long eyes.
Ronan and
There was
Ronan
nothing.
and
There was
Bob.
nothing.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
There was nothing about the giant turtle that anybody did with checks that told them anything other than
I
that it
know.
was a giant turtle.
I know.
Record.
Yes, player knowledge or character knowledge. Yes. So yeah, the rest of the party found a nexus of 3 different paths we could take, and we tried to figure out which one to go. I think right one, and the right one kind of like winded down because we heard water.
Oh, we did?
Well,
We
you
heard, like,
used locate object, and
after we heard
it was-
water. Somebody perceived that there was somebody
okay.
heard water down that right path. I
By
don't
the
know
way,
what it was.
super
Oh,
good
oh.
use of locate object.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I was just like, well,
Oh,
we're going
yeah.
that way. We're going towards the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we got there. I turned on locate object. We knew that we had to go in the water. So Ronan, Voss, and Irian used breathing devices and swam about like 300 feet, 400 feet or so, I think, and came up on this little like atoll type thing in the middle of this cavern, and there was a ritualistic like pillar in the middle of it. and by the pillar we found the tablet that we were looking for. But as we were doing stuff on the island, everything started to shift and rumble and move, and we realized that we were on the back of something that was asleep in the water, which ended up being a turtle, so it threw off Voss, and then eventually threw off Urian and Ronan. And we barely survived our swim back after being attacked by...
Maybe you did. I was perfectly fine.
As that was happening, Zed had PTSD from when the last time it rumbled, and that. So he just said, "Okay, fuck," and then just ran, and then told. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
We got back, and there was nothing there. None of our shit, none of our none of our friends, and we were like,
Ronan, or no, somebody was it
Sanguisan took my spear.
Grabbed your spear. Yeah.
Yep.
Grabbed the spear.
Sanguisan grabbed your spear,
which made sense because of Aisha's weapon directed at Aisha and all that good stuff. But
she just reversed the dark energy of the corrupted artifact that you had and turned it into, a
dope ass spear. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she just like straight up fucking bitch slapped the whatever entity you were like getting your power from before, and she was like, "Get the fuck out of here, or I'll end you, you piece of shit." And
then there was a stinger, which was totally hilarious. Of eyes full of flare with blue zombie eyes, being like, "Look at all this cool stuff. We're gonna take it." Yeah, pretty great. It's one of the like funnier, better stingers.
Yeah, that was a great ending to a session.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Last session was really good. It was a lot. It was really good. We forget anything?
No. I think you guys are good.
You're just stalling.
Inspiration. Everybody gets inspiration. I haven't given out very many inspirations this campaign, so everybody gets one for making it this far through the dungeon without, completely breaking or just quitting the campaign.
You cut out for me. What was that?
Oh, I gave everybody inspiration for making it this far sane.
At least as sane as I was before.
Yeah, which is not saying much, honestly.
Yeah. That was the implied joke.
Flare.
Oh. It's never a good sign.
Pressing your face against the back viewport of the small escape ship. You sit in. You see the larger vessel that you had been calling home explode. Turning, shaking from seeing this, you look back and you see Goliad standing at a center table with Dr. Nilu laid out, grasping her side. It's time, Goliad. He nods his Nemetic head solemnly, and he moves to the side, and he begins to pull out a very strange piece of equipment. And begins connecting various wires to the table and to her. And she kind of motions to you as you walk to her. And she takes your hand, and she says, "Don't worry. I'll find you again." And then she kind of turns her gaze back to Goliad, and he motions you over to where he puts you in kind of a separate room, pulling back a curtain so you can't see anymore. You hear a thrum of energy and typing on a keyboard for a few moments. Your ears kind of trying to pick up their whispers as you hear her kind of take his arm and say, no memories. It's not a second chance, it's a new chance. There's another thrum, and you hear a thump against the table. And then no noise at all. Goliad crying softly. Looking down at your feet, you see the doctor's tablet has hit the ground and slid across the floor. And you kind of stoop down and you pick it up. And you see, kind of thrumming across the screen that she'd been holding as she was laying on the table dying, a picture of a small Leonti boy. And at the bottom of it, Isolpia. Alright, so you ended last session split.
Holy shit!
Which group do we want to start with? Because some of you are in a separate room right now, and some of you are standing by the water. We will not be starting with our two courageous spirits.
I think it makes... honestly, I think it makes more sense to start with the people who ran away, because it has been more time since we've seen them.
Tails it is.
Tails it is.
Then when we catch up,
I think everyone's agreeing with...
It's a crit!
Okay. And it was, man, I always like forget one thing on my desk in my room. It was Ronan and
Boss and Irian.
Yeah, and Irian. Oh man, I forgot. Fula and Irian are so great.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yep.
Alright, oh yeah, so you guys are standing over
I just feel bad for the rest of the party that Fool was with.
Yeah, right. Honestly, I've felt bad for them ever since we came up with the idea, so. You guys are standing over this cracked and broken, almost like short cliff face. It drops about 15 feet down into a cavern below. It is fairly dark. Looking out, go ahead and make perception checks.
We just came out of the water and we're...
Yeah,
No.
Seeing...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
right.
you guys said you wanted to start with the people that ran out of the room, correct?
That's where I
Yeah, I thought,
Yes.
that's what I thought we were doing.
Yes.
You guys are going to be second.
Apologies.
You
Yeah,
two,
apologies.
you know,
Chilling. Yeah.
just try to process the heavy opener. I apologize.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
That's good for Chris, but what about Sanguison?
You are such a stickler about that shit. Like the last 2 weeks or so.
Mine stays. I don't even know. I hack.
Well, when you all get good, I'll stop calling you out on it.
Jesus.
What?
I'm only good because I hack.
Looking out, you guys see, all of you see that there's a field of tall grass about 200 feet stretched out across this lower face in front of you guys. And then you see there appears to be another short cliff face drop. And past that, you see very vaguely what looks like might be like small, like rooftops of like huts or small buildings at the end of this cavern. The tall grass is like, this is like, it's almost weirdly out of place. It has a slight glow to it, and all of you notice that it is like very thick, whereas there's been like very little to no vegetation other than like the rotted roots and stuff that you've seen so far. I don't want to like immediately scare you guys, but if you need a visualization, I'd think of like the tall grass from the Lost World.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Tiny dinosaurs waiting to kill us. Cool.
I love that. That's my favorite.
tiny.
I fucking adored it when I was a kid. I would watch that scene over and over again.
Looking around, does it look like there's any passage towards the direction of the water cavern? Like where?
No, it does not.
So there's grass on the ground? It's tall grass?
Yeah, so it's like a 15-foot drop down from the face in front of you, and like almost like a good 7 to 8 feet in different patches of this tall grass is like standing that distance. So you guys would like.
Is there light in this room?
There's the only lights coming from the glowing grass which is dim light.
Interesting.
And then actually you guys can see a much brighter light source at the end of the cavern, but you can't make out what it is.
Do some of us have light? Like, or is someone... Sanguisan had his shield lit up before, right? Is that still up?
That was super, super dope when Sanguisan lit up his shield and then charged through that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
Is that still lit up or no?
I wouldn't have turned it off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's just
It's a cantrip, right? So
I mean,
it lasts like an hour, doesn't it?
As long as I'm conscious
Cool.
anyway.
I'll turn around.
It doesn't require concentration, does it?
You guys are explorers. What leads to the cavern back there? Anything in here?
Irian's not there.
I know.
Sorry, what did you say?
Sen and Ian's.
Yeah. And
I missed the first part of what you
Melina's
asked. Excuse me.
I said I after like scanning the room and I can't notice. I turned around. Is there any Come on, you guys are explorers. Is there any way to connect with the other room over there? I'm gonna point to that. This is come on, I can't lose anyone else.
Nor can we. But I don't know anything about this cavern that you don't. I say we press on, and hope for the best. Or abandon it all and return home now.
All right, catch. Throw a rope to you. Tie it off.
I kind of like look to Sen, like I'm probably not that practiced at this, but I will attempt to tie it off to something if it's.
Yeah, there's definitely you have like an adventurer's pack. You probably have like a stake in it. You could you'd be able to tie it off. You're good.
For sure.
Lower myself down ASAP.
All right.
Around.
I will be right behind him, unless anyone like beats me to it. But
Sanguisan jumps.
More rumbling. What the fuck?
Melina's just gonna attempt to just free climb down the face.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She got a 27. So.
Now, I did that mostly for everyone else. Okay, Melina.
she gets to the bottom at the same time as you.
All right.
And she says, "We should be careful. This is clearly not completely natural."
I can't lose rope. I have to go.
She'll nod her head and she'll keep pace with you if you just start going in.
I mean, I'm gonna move as fast as I can. Keep a healthy
I will
distance.
be just behind them.
Everyone else that's there is going down. Sin. Shane, are you there? Should I kill Shane with the opener? I haven't heard about this since.
I know, right? You just like went out for a fucking pack of smokes.
Shane.
He's like, alright, if it's gonna be that kind of campaign, I need to start smoking.
Jesus.
It's gonna be that kind of campaign.
Picked the wrong day to quit smoking.
Yeah.
Can't do cigarette? No. Pick the wrong day to quit.
Maybe he went to get the refill. That's all.
I'm gonna say that Sin is on follow on Fula. Right click.
Yeah,
follow.
I'll just look to fool a rope.
Yeah, and they'll unhitch it and take it back down at the end. Honestly, like you probably have the rope you have is probably like
we use mine.
Yeah.
I actually.
I was saying rope to someone else. Throw me there.
You probably have like a small precision
Yeah, I would have
thing
left
that
that
you
one.
just shoot into the ground and then zip down. You can zip down with as a party, and then you can just detach. Like technology is at that point, so.
Do we
you probably
have
got
to
some cool
detach
storage.
it?
I mean,
'Cause
no,
I
you can
feel
leave it
like-
there if you want.
I feel like we might want it there on the way back.
Yeah. Fair point. Strats. You have whatever option you want. The technology is advanced enough.
Yeah, I would choose to leave it there.
Ask for someone else's. We'll find up there.
Sure, yeah.
All right. And you guys start moving. Are you guys just moving single file through the grass?
If yeah, I mean, yeah.
Did you say it's in like patches, kind of? Like, would there be a way to avoid walking through the grass, or?
The patches are just more about like the height.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They're all taller than pretty much all of you than Sanguisan at all points. So.
Okay. Alrighty.
You guys want perception checks? As
Were you
okay.
wait? Sorry, Zed. Were you asking for someone else's rope
Yeah,
now?
because I left
So,
mine.
like-
Well, because we have to. There's another like.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It was a drop and then another drop to the huts, right?
Yes.
I would pull mine out, or something, some kind of cord, and suggest that we all like hold on to it if we're going to be moving through this grass.
Yeah,
Just because
that's wise, I guess. All right, everyone, hold on.
I'm actually gonna change light to something that Zay's holding since he's up front.
I mean, put on my gun. Put on Better Devils.
Cast light on his gun then.
All right.
All right, and as you guys move through, go ahead and make perception checks.
Ooh, Chris, Sanguisan, you did it this time.
We both heard the
Hey.
same thing. Holy shit! Not as each other, but as ourselves both times. Right?
You know what?
That's everyone, right? Oh,
Yeah,
except
sorry. I just realized. Oh, no, he hasn't texted me. I was like, maybe I should check my phone and see if he's texted me. Alright. So, looking through, one thing that all of you immediately pick up as you're moving through together is that there is a there's a very these plants are this like tall grass is giving off like a very different feeling than all the other nature that's been down here. Sanguisan, you especially feel like it's less like it has almost like a spiritual connection, and it feels like it makes you feel much more positive than like the previous catacombs you'd been in. But as you guys are moving with your perception checks, you also notice that strewn throughout this field are the basically the skeletal remains of dead Averins.
I just start destroying them.
Okay, how do you want to do that? The first one you guys get to, you stop.
I will
and
attempt
you
to
wanna...
stomp on the first like skull that I see.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Super.
Yeah. Yeah, you stomp the skull into the ground. A lot of it, like, it cracks pretty easily, and it gets like, it like fragments into like very tiny pieces. Like it's clearly very old.
Apologies to the dead, but I have no intention of fighting any more of them.
No, that's smart.
And then you guys continue moving forward, and you get to the next one, and you're just going to keep eliminating as you guys are running along.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
That'll start doing it too.
You stomp on another one, and then you stomp on another one. As you guys get to the end of the first 100 feet, the chamber rumbles. Stray lights seem to tumble from the ceiling far above and spiral downwards, sinking into the field around you guys.
Any insight, Sanguisan?
Fuck.
This is definitely bad. Then the skeletons begin to glow. as the lights possess their
Did you just answer for Sanguison?
No.
No. Leaf collector.
Melina cut in and said, "This is bad."
Okay. Sorry. I was like, hold up, did Sanguison just get possessed? Because I'm out.
Point of order. We are really. I just thought about this. We are really bailing the fact that Sanguison has a little Stivol cub, like, in his collar this entire time we've been in here.
Oh no! Yeah, that dude's been hiding his ass off. He's terrified.
That's right.
With Laura Bailey the shit out of it.
But Sanguison hasn't fallen or gotten knocked down really, so
That's true.
I haven't had to roll any saves for that little bastard. His stat block, by the way, it's bad. His CR is bad.
Bad.
1-8.
Like you could throw a pebble at that guy and he'd be done. Yeah. And as the skeletons start to rise, do you guys just start running, or
Yeah,
what do you want to do?
Yeah, I kind
we
of.
don't have time for this. Hold on, and I'll just bolt.
Yeah, and all right. So go ahead and make a. Actually, we're gonna cut right there, as
That
our
seems like a good spot.
our two other party members stand looking down at the ground where your equipment is missing that you left behind. None of your allies appear to still be.
Well, this can't be good.
I mean, the last time that the rumble happened like that, you know how we reacted. We ran. We tried to get there. I assume that's what they did. I don't know which way they went.
Well, there's three, right? We went
Yeah.
to the far right.
Yeah.
Well, left or right?
Well, it would be.
Middle or left, right?
Yeah, but
Technically.
eliminating the one we've
But
already
of
been
the
down.
two
There are
that
two.
remain,
Yeah.
there's a left and a right.
I'm gonna look. Does Irian look concerned about this? Like
Irian, Irian-
overly concerned?
Irian looks at the two of you,
Never.
and he looks at the ground where your stuff is missing, and he kind of like brushes, starts brushing the water off of like his coat, and he just, yeah, I mean, he's left or right. And he's not missing any of his stuff. He didn't really drop anything.
I'm gonna take a cursory look around because somebody obviously took our stuff. I want to make sure that it's not our party. And no, I'm not metagaming. I think that I would legitimately look around. Can I make like an investigation or a perception
Sure, you can make an investigation.
when we get an investigation? 5.
You start to search the room. As you get through about one half of it, from down where the tunnels, where you guys chose your path initially, from the three separate branches, you guys feel a rumble vibrate out toward you guys and through the rest of the catacombs.
All right. Well,
Oh shit.
better get going.
Yeah. Middle or right? Let's go right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So running back to the intersection, you guys just turn right and start running down the path.
Yeah.
Cutting back to the other party. Go ahead and make athletics checks for me.
Not terrible, Zed.
You get skilled at 8.
It's actually Ian that's haggard as fuck.
Nah, dude. I'm feeling funky for
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh, I just meant
Uh,
because of your teeth.
Fula did leave.
Yeah, it's feeling better now that my
that's good.
face isn't as numb.
Fula did leave a handkerchief for them.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I
you
was
guys did
waiting
find a handkerchief
until-
as you're running out. Sorry.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything because I didn't want to remind the players in case they had forgotten. But yeah,
Well, he would have noticed that with the investigation check.
Okay.
that's what I figured. Yeah, once he did that, I was like, okay.
All right. As all of you run through, you guys rush about another. Okay, you guys rush about another 40 feet before skeletons start enclosing on you guys. One of them lurches out and reaches its clawed, like bony fingers towards you, Zed. Would you like to make? We're kind of in a rule of cool, so I would imagine acrobatics because you're going to try to dodge it.
Yeah.
All right.
9. That was a 2.
Oh man.
You dodged it.
Oh!
It actually lurches past you and it stumbles into the one that was going to lurch towards Sanguisan, and knocks that one off of its course too. Then another one attacks Melina and claws at her, and she basically crosses both of her elbows and she shoves it back before it can actually hit her as you guys continue running. I'll do Sin real quick since she's not here. Wow. Yeah, Sin also manages to dodge his attacker. He trips it up at the leg and it kind of flops to the side, falling down. I feel like I'm missing one person.
Me.
Fula, yes, one is going to attack you. How would you like to respond?
Yeah, I will attempt to dodge.
Okay.
Oh wait. Can I like try and feign and use like deception to like?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Performance.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Either of those is pretty good.
I think.
Which would it be?
I think it would be performance because it's like kind of physical.
Yeah,
Also, how
the
do you-
difference isn't huge.
Deception
Okay.
pretty much works for me too, but either way, yeah.
It
Yeah.
would be 18 if it was deception, but
You
And we
do
just
it-
pick up the slack, all of us, just like, oh fuck.
you do a little,
Just
you
start
do a
dragging
little
them.
field shuffle, and it just like flops back and forth and tripping
Yeah,
on
noticeable,
tripping on
like,
the ground. As you guys continue down, the other two of you break to the end to the first fall point in this chamber, and you look out ahead of you and you see about 140 feet ahead of you the rest of your party running through this glowing tall grass being attacked by these skeletons.
Oh, good guess. Good guess.
140 feet.
Yeah, they're about 140 feet away right now.
And I have a light on the end of my gun.
I will sprint forward my full move and grapple to them.
Okay.
It's 140 feet.
Well, damn.
As all of you, as all of you are running, and Fula, you at the end of the line do the shuffle and dodge it. As you dodge it, and it falls to the ground, just past that, the grappling hook hits the ground as you see Ronan get pulled into view and start running alongside the party.
Would you like me to make some athletics checks as I jump down these fall points?
Yeah, dude.
There's
You
rope
gonna
down.
try to go down the rope they left?
Yeah, we left the rope.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so you don't need to make a check. It
Okay,
would
I'm
be,
trying to do
would
it
be
like
half
quick.
movement speed.
I'm
You
trying
could
to
use
do it quick.
you could double move.
Okay,
I
mean, sure.
So you would make it another 30 feet into the field past the drop, then, right? Because you have 30 feet of movement.
I do have 30 feet of movement.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be a little bit behind everybody else.
Wait! Actually, I have. Oh no, I don't have any of my stuff. Damn it! I have a compact bow in my stuff, but it's cool.
All right.
All good.
Everyone else up front, go ahead and make another set of athletics checks for me. And
Have I-
Ronan, now you two.
Have I seen Ronan yet?
Oh yeah, Ronan has sprung into view.
Oh.
Damn.
Wow, those were good.
Some fine rolls, boys.
Yeah, I'll
Even
just,
Zed's was technically above average.
I don't know if you just weren't just thinking about it, but
I'll look to the
Irian
right.
would probably be with me, like at my level. Yeah,
Yeah, I assume.
probably running alongside me.
Yes, Irian is running
Same bad.
alongside you.
Yeah, same. Okay,
Or-
just making
yeah, I'll
sure
look-
nothing
I'll look
happened
to
to
the
him.
left and see Ronan. Is this a trick?
Nope.
As we're like running with the gun.
You know me.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's
Where's-
fine. He
where-
almost got
where's
eaten by a
Voss?
giant snapping turtle.
Fula!
Oh, thank God.
Where's
They just
Voss?
hurt that
Voss
girl.
around and I'm running.
I imagine he's with Arian.
I can't
He's
see.
fine.
Yeah, it's taller than us, so.
Who has Ronan's stuff?
Nobody has
Nobody.
Ronin stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Go
I
see.
told-
Guy over
Look,
here.
guys.
Funny
now-
DM.
I bolted.
No.
I bolted and said,
He really wanted
Fula.
enough hours of sleep.
I bolted and said, Fula, get the stuff. And then he dropped his handkerchief and ran.
Yes.
Guy.
Yeah. So you can now confirm that they don't have your stuff as a character.
Yeah, I will
You guys, that sword was
be a
expensive.
little bit miffed. Wasn't cheap.
I'll as we're running, I'll reach down to my left side and throw her my extra hand cannon.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
You catch it and start loading it as you're running. You see another one of the skeletons.
Here, let me have my bullets actually.
As your party
You get
makes
16 rounds.
as your party
Excellent.
makes your way to the next edge, another round of skeletons come in at you guys. One of them lurching at you, Ronan. Now that you're there, how would you like to respond?
I guess I'll just like duck and try and trip it.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Kia.
Yeah, you easily trip that one. In fact, you trip it and you knock it back with your elbow and you send it into the one that would be lurching at Zed. Sanguisan, one comes in at you. How would you like to respond?
Well, since I'm kind of running with Boss's spear, I'm just gonna swing the spear at it, like try and break its femurs, I guess.
Okay.
You see James? He looked back for a second. He thought you were gonna say break his spear.
Go and make a strength check.
Make it scared.
Remember that time Ian's character threw your extra weapon down in List Pit?
Yes, I Yarring
That
Goose.
was one of my favorite moments ever. Like, I was mad at Matt for like a second, and then it was just like, I mean, that was just fuck. That was great.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was like, how did you put us in this situation where I have no choice but to do this? And I was like, it was perfect.
I would have just tried to leap onto one of those fuckers. But
Yeah, that would have
I
been
was really
worse.
I was really hoping it was gonna be like a natural 20 and you were gonna stake it into the wall or something.
I was too. That would have been really cool, but oh my god, it made such a better story this way.
Sanguisan, you sweep its leg, cutting its legs off at the knees, and it falls back onto the ground. All right. Sin gets attacked, but he manages to dodge it, and he actually manages to he swings it around with his mind, and he throws it back into another attacking one. As you guys break to the edge, what do you guys want to do?
True, I was. Who?
Edge.
How far down?
It's another 15-foot drop. Now that it's clear, you guys can tell that this does appear to be like a little retreat of buildings for like meditation or something like that at the back of this cavern.
We
15 feet.
still have skeletons on us, right?
You still have what?
We still are being
Skeletons.
attacked, right?
Oh, they're still coming, but there's none close enough that they're attacking you while you guys are
Okay.
doing whatever you're doing.
I'll just
Dropping
start.
down again.
Yeah, I'll just
Oh.
look to Ronan and say, "Help him down. I'm gonna go," because they have the rope on me still.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm imagining I'm just gonna get down there pretty easily, but then when I get to the bottom, I'm gonna pull the rope and help people down.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
All right.
I mean, I can acrobatics down there if you want.
Yeah, acrobatics check.
I did
Oh,
it.
Oh yeah.
Very
You see him.
nice,
You
very
see him run.
nice.
You see him.
Sassy.
Shane will not be joining us tonight. You see him run forward, shoot it into the ground, and then leap off as he kind of pivots and slides down the wall, setting the rope at the bottom, and all of you start to pile down. Irian and Voss, go ahead and make athletics checks.
25.
All right. 25, and Irian got a 20. You guys continue rushing forward, managing to dodge 2 more attacks, and then go ahead and make one more athletics check.
22.
All right.
They're just attacking with like hands and stuff, right? They don't have weapons.
pretty much.
Can I use this attack to kind of like, there's a 22 so I can like kind of grab the skeleton, like redirect its path into the one attacking Urian Is that possible?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
fast?
You turn it and
Okay.
redirect it, not getting away. That was actually really good that you did that because you got a natural one.
There we go.
You guys rush to the edge. As you slide to the edge, you see the party standing below, defensively looking up at, to try and see if you guys are catching up. And then both of you make. I'll let you make an athletics check as you jump on the rope.
Alright.
And
I'll look at him and I'll say, "You first, down the rope."
All right. Yeah. He'll start moving down the rope, and
I got an 18.
he'll let go, and he'll let go at the last like 10 feet and free drop, so that you can slide down.
Yeah.
And he kind of as you see your party and move towards him, he'll start actually like unsetting the rope.
Okay. Yeah, and I got an
Even
18.
though
Athletics
what?
18.
He turns and he says, I see we've all gotten back together.
Sorry about that. After the last time.
I'd begun to lose hope, sir. For
I'll
all
just
of
hold
us.
out boss's spear.
I'll take it and kind of grab it into your hands, and I'll look at Zed as I figured you would lead the charge to find us after that. But
After he
you
says
found
that-
skeletons instead.
I'll look around and I didn't grab any of your stuff.
You what?
It wasn't me.
Oh, and
Sangus, I got your
I'll
spear.
I would say, I would look at Sanguisan and I would kind of like, hold on, Mark. Not that I don't already owe you my life, but another debt's to be repaid.
I'm assuming you.
Sorry,
It wasn't
I didn't
there.
grab all of your stuff.
No, it wasn't.
This was the most important part. Aisha's with me through this spear.
That was my thought as well.
Spiritual types. Where are we?
Irian finishes unsetting the rope as he turns to look at the rest of you as all of you have turned and stepped forward towards these buildings, and he'll say, it appears to me that it's some kind of, and then shapes from above. The skeletons pouring over the edge.
How many?
God.
You guys see the massive shadow as 1, 2, dozens of these skeletons break through and start to fall. Irian looks at your faces and then looks up. As the skeletal corpses, one after another, crush him, and then the space around him as they begin to pile the
Let's
bodies.
go, people.
On Irian?
Fuck, I missed all
Yeah.
of that.
Can I?
All the skeletons spilled over the edge, and Irian just got completely
Can I make-
obliterated by them making a massive pile.
Can I make one move to try and save him?
I
Yes,
just-
you can.
Okay.
How would you
I-
like to?
I'm gonna shoot my grapple gun at him.
Okay, yeah, I'll let that happen. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
I've got something too if this doesn't work. If I
This is a difficult DC.
I will for Fula's sake make this at advantage.
As
One-
you're
Hey.
doing this,
23.
as you're doing this, I'm already like 5 feet away. Like moving.
That's fair.
You sink your grappling hook into his chest and you pull him out
Oh,
as the skeletons fall all around. He trips and he falls on the ground next to them. He stumbles forward, gets to his feet, and kind of just like holding the grappling hole wound, he'll start to follow you guys if you run.
He takes 1 damage.
1 damage. As you guys start to move towards the buildings, you see, looking back, you guys make it about 30 feet away. Looking back, you see the last couple skeletons fall into the pile as it settles, and then begins to shift. The skeletons' bodies twist and bend and break as they form into each other. A hand breaks from the pile, and then another, as the colossus of the skeletons, blackened with corruption, start to rise. And you hear that same call you heard when you first entered the chamber. That's where we're going to take our break.
Yeah,
Totally
that
reminds
is
me
exactly
of
what I thought.
right. Yeah, right at the
Oh,
This
geez.
Yeah.
This the first man.
Yeah.
no the time when John goes and gets all the rest of the
Oh,
wildlings at the fort. Yeah, Hearthhome. Yeah, that's what the word I can. That's exactly what this reminded me of. I was like, oh no.
You guys just want to keep running into the buildings?
Isn't there a
Get away
light?
from the skeletons.
Isn't there like a hallway with a light in it, like on way far out?
There isn't a hallway, so if you guys turn and you run into the small collection of they're very small domiciles, like most of them are like 10 by 10.
Mm-hmm.
And they just appear to be like these like outposty meditation rooms for the monks that were here before. As you make it through there, you see that just past this collection of buildings, there's about 15 of them. The cavern rounds down to its end, and the source of light is a large, domed, glowing pair of trees that are glowing much more intensely with that same kind of blue light that was in the field. They look something like this.
Pretty.
That's super cool.
I haven't seen them yet because I had to go throw a load in the laundry.
Alrighty, and get it. You were jacking off.
No,
And
you guys
laundry.
don't know if I was jacking off.
Gotta clean that cum rag once a week.
Jesus Christ.
I got a planet to save, alright? Very cool.
It's all lovely and all, but we need to keep going.
That is what you guys see. What would you like to do?
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go. You just
We don't
No,
immediately see like an exit to
This
this.
is like a not as far as you guys can tell.
Okay.
It appears to be just like these three shelves that lead down into these domiciles. It's just a very large earthen chamber.
Do we fight then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Use the buildings as cover.
Seems
Did these
an amiable plan.
did the skeletons that are coming after us have that same blue light like all the other undead, seemingly undead things have? We've seen?
Well, it's just one big skeleton, man.
Well, now it is, yeah.
Yeah, now it is.
They do have a very pale light to them that has a blue hue. That's not the same as the light that you're seeing in the grass, though.
Okay.
No, I mentioned like the other
It's like a
undead
deeper
things.
blue. It's almost like translucent, like they're plants that
They're just like
naturally
bioluminescent.
Yeah. Whereas the other light appears to be something
Sinister.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. There you go. 6. Anyways,
Just a good word.
it is. So you guys want to try to stand your ground in the domiciles and fight it, basically?
How tall is
bullets.
the skeleton
Colossus?
monstrosity?
Yeah, it's pretty tall. It's like 25 feet tall, probably.
Okay, so definitely just be able to smack one of us off a roof if we tried to climb up on one.
Yes. No. It could probably, like, these buildings are pretty solid, but they probably couldn't withstand that many hits from it.
Yeah. Alright.
There's multiple buildings, though.
Yes.
Okay, we all take a different building.
So you guys start splitting up and taking cover
fine
amongst
idea.
the buildings. Do you guys want to hang
Yeah.
towards the back of the collection of the buildings, or
I feel like it would probably be better to stay closer, just so we have more options in terms of like places to run and continue trying to evade it.
Okay, so like you want to stay towards the front of the collection of the buildings and work back if that cover gets destroyed, basically.
Yeah, that seems
I like
like
it.
a good idea.
All right, let's go ahead and roll some initiative. This is going to be
Damn.
not on a battle.
Theater of the mind.
Yes.
Cool. Should we put our pieces on our pieces? And...
They're already on there.
Well,
Yeah, you guys.
Right,
you
right.
put
I forgot I can't click on yours, so... Also, technically mine and Shane's on it, so...
Yeah. Exactly.
Should I just roll then?
Yeah, just
I
roll.
guess
and
it might...
You can put your character on the
Oh.
page and roll.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Healer in the back. Healer in the back.
Cool tunes ended. Weston,
Come here.
get something combat again. Alright.
It's
Ronan, you're up first. So you guys take cover in the first set of buildings, and brace yourselves, readying whichever weapons you choose as it starts to storm forward. It's currently about 60 feet away from you guys.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shoot it twice, because that's pretty much all I can do, and that's fine. Oh, sorry, still on advantage, my bad.
I think I'm just gonna go with this. Yeah. Okay.
So 24 and then a 15?
Okay, so yeah, you turn your pistol up and fire twice at it, and you hit both times. Sorry, not pistol, hand.
Wow. Alright, 11 and 12 damage, 23 piercing damage total.
Hot damn, boy!
I love this song. I love this playlist. My favorite ones. That is my turn.
23. Boss Occaran.
Alright, I'm gonna kind of stand with my spear in both hands and like plant it in the ground, and I'm gonna look at it and like my flare bright radiant fire, and I'm gonna cast a spell at it. It's within 60 feet, you said, right? It's about 60 feet.
It's 60 feet away.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast Command.
Oh!
And I'm gonna say Disperse. And see if that makes it uncolossicize.
How does...
Even if it doesn't, that was some pretty good thinking. I like that.
How does it read?
Command is a difficult spell to use well.
Yeah. It's a wisdom save, and you speak a word, and it's either one of the ones that it gives you, or if the DM allows another. That's why I'm trying Disperse. My save is 14. Yeah, 14.
Alright. You throw out a hand and you shout Disperse, and its form shifts, and you see it shrink slightly as a few skeletons break off of its body and shuffle away from it.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Nice. Sometimes it works.
I will look and shout back.
That was Nick's way of saying I wouldn't have DM'd it that way.
That is not what Get out of here.
I'm gonna stand there with my spear in both hands, just like facing it, until as it's coming forward, I'm gonna kind of keep pace with it. I'm gonna keep it within 60 feet of me, and I'm gonna say, I can try this a few more times. I can't guarantee that it will completely go away, but maybe we should keep moving.
I think the only way is back. You gotta get past
How
it.
far across is this chamber? Like, I don't. Maybe I wasn't here or missed it, and my character definitely wasn't here. But what are the dimensions of this chamber we're in? Like this gigantic ass chamber, I know, but
Yeah, so at this point you guys have progressed like like 360 feet into it, and you would have to climb back up the 15-foot shelves.
But like
different intervals.
to our like sides, like how like wide is the chamber? Like how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling's pretty far above you guys because you're on the lowest shelf. It's like
Right.
it's like 500 feet above you.
Okay.
But
So it's kind of like a bowl, like an bowl, like
Yeah. Kind of. It's a domed chamber. If you guys were to just try to run to one of the sides, it would be like 80 feet in either direction.
Okay. Do the domiciles go all the way to like the edge of this side of it, like this little back corner of the dome?
They go back behind where you guys are now, about another 60 feet, and then there's about another 40 feet between the end of the like the hovel of huts and the glowing trees.
Gotcha.
And the glowing
So there's
trees
like
are
100
kind of
feet
at the
between
back of
us and
cavern.
the glowing trees.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you for your questions. It is hard to describe big ass chambers.
I feel
They
you.
are big.
yeah.
All right. Fula Evan Darren. It's your time
Oh,
to shine. brother.
baby. I will. I will step out from behind a building, take a pot shot at it.
Sure.
Comb me rifle. Hopefully that will. Did that do? Why you know what? There we go. Does a 22 hit?
It does hit.
Ooh, 10. That could roll. And then I will I will say, or I'll call to Arian. This is nothing we can't handle. We fought worse than this in this very dungeon. And you are, after all, the greatest hero of our time. And give him a
I forgot about it.
inspiring word. Whoopsie.
Alright.
That's my turn. He got to D8.
Oh my gosh. I have to do like 3 characters in a row because of the way I rolled. Things rolled out.
No one's adjacent, right?
No
You
one
can
is
just
currently
get the
adjacent.
Bone Colossus if you want, Matt.
That's what I should do.
I'm gonna take a shot, but I'm gonna dash as a bonus action to try and dash to a house closer to it after the shot.
I thought that you guys had agreed to take the clump of houses that were closest to it.
Just move around. Like I'll move like
Alright.
that way, like
I see
to the
what you're
west.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I'll take a shot and dash to a house in the west, and I'll try and like work my way towards, an awkward angle for it. But yeah, I'll shoot first,
Okay.
which is this. 11 does not hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, that shot just bounces off one of the more hardened areas that more skeletons are collected, and it doesn't appear to affect it.
I'll still dash as a bonus
Yeah,
action to
you
like
still
hold it.
dash and place yourself. Okay. Sin is going to lift a boulder with his mind and throw it at it, because that's the thing he does.
Sure is.
That hit. He did 10 more bludgeoning damage to it. And then he's going to move by Fula into Irian. Just be kind of braced between the two of them on either side of the building that they're at. The Colossus is going to... It's going to move 40... Its whole form shifts and then kind of lowers slightly as it begins to charge forward. And it's going to run 40 feet with its movement, and then 40 feet with its action. And just basically rush all up in to the buildings and in between some of you guys.
Uh-oh.
It's just going to look down and around at you guys.
Who is it adjacent to?
I was saying, does it body me?
Yeah, I think it's just going to body you, which would technically would leave Well, everyone was at separate buildings, right?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah. So no one else is currently adjacent to it, but it's on Voss for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I purposely stepped out to draw its attention too.
Yeah. Irian is going to duck out from his cover and fire his arc bow, but unfortunately he hits another one of the hardened areas and doesn't seem to affect it. And then good old bottom.
Does he have his bow? He went underwater.
Yeah.
I hate to be like,
It
did he have his stuff? Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's
Good,
special.
man.
He's got like pockets and he's got like extra dimensional pockets and shit.
That's
I
right.
feel like very few things should actually not be waterproof in this
Arc
futuristic
bows are waterproof.
setting.
Yeah,
So
true.
they're arc energy proof too. All right.
That would make sense.
Sangusan, what would you like to do?
I am going to Sacred Flame.
Yeah, it failed.
9 radiant damage.
That appears considerably more effective against it than any of the other attacks that it's taken so far.
Good to know.
Anything else with your turn?
Nobody looks hurt, right?
Nobody currently looks hurt.
Huh? Yeah, no, that's it.
I am down. I am not at full health. I looked a little not too bad, but a couple cuts and scrapes from my water journey, underwater journey.
You're 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Yep,
James,
My journey to the center of the earth. Journey to the center of the earth.
Yeah, that one works
no.
too, actually. That's good.
I mean, I will be. I'm not right now, but my ace.
Brandon, you're up. Top of the order.
All right, 2 more shots at it.
Go for it. Both of those hit.
Pop, pop.
It's 15 damage. Well, 11 and then 4. Both piercing.
After Ronin fires 2 more shots, more skeletons fall loose from its body, and it does go down 1 size class.
Cool.
Vastra.
All right. I will. Well, if even thinking a saving, if it's making a saving throw, it's not like any kind of disadvantage by being next to it, right?
No.
No.
Just attack spell attack rolls.
Did that last thing, because I'm standing right in front of it, did a couple shots and it falling off, did that what happened in the beginning too? Did I notice that it kind of grew a size class lower as a player?
It did not from just your spell.
Command, okay.
Your spell probably did help decrease its size.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, if I don't think that, then I'm just going to attack. I'm going to swing at him.
Alright. Light piercer.
That's 21 to hit.
That hits.
I'm going
You see him
to.
sink light piercer in it. It flares with radiant light because you're gonna.
I am 100% going to smite. Initial damage is 14 piercing, and then the smite. I'm going to do a second, which is so it's going to be 16 radiant.
Okay. Alright. Anything else to your turn?
No. Well, I'll move around. So, like, I've kind of been kind of peripherally tracking where my friends are going when I was backing up a little bit. And can I move to try to keep it away from?
Okay.
I don't know, Sangusan a little bit, so I move around it, not move away from it.
You guys see him shift around it as it shifts, continuing to keep its focus on him. He kind of shifts it at an angle so it's facing away from the rest of the party.
That's my turn.
That classic WoW tank. Really good.
Alright,
Then the captain.
I don't even play WoW.
I am going to take a cue from Mr. Voss over here, and I'm gonna use my clever feign action to can I just fire a shot not at it, but just kind of to like get its attention.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure,
cool.
sure.
Um,
You fire off a series of rounds and its form like shifts towards you.
I'm afraid you're concerned with the wrong beast. The real problem is over here. To the beast, though, not to like you guys.
I really love that envoys give you the ability to tank by upsetting and then just running for your life and hoping your allies.
No, so much fun. Like I've never played a character that was so fragile, but also like is constantly getting something's attention.
All right. And
So
that's
it's
the
got
same for it.
-1 to its to both ACs.
Oh, okay. Oof. All right.
Oh wait, that's right. It's a contested insight check versus deception. I forgot.
It failed.
There is a thing. That makes sense. My minimum roll is 12.
Yeah, it rolled a 0. So.
God damn.
All right. Zed, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Man knows what he wants.
That's gonna help. And it has
Get
to be
that.
adjacent now.
Yeah, get that sneak attack.
23.
All right.
I will.
It loses enough It's lost enough skeletons at this point to move down another size class.
I'm gonna like move
Now just a large size creature.
forward towards, like climb. I'm gonna dash to the bonus action, and I'll try and get up to the level where our last rope was. Not
Oh,
to
okay.
it, but to that level, like on the same plane as it, I guess. You know, like
So you want to try to make it up the first shelf or get to where the
yeah,
first shelf was?
yeah, the first shelf.
Okay.
Get to the top of it.
Well, you would be able to make it to the first shelf, but the rope isn't there anymore.
Okay.
So I don't think you have enough action economy to actually get up it yet. But
Okay.
you've now used all of your crazy, ridiculous operative movement to run around and get to the shelf.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Sin is going to navigate into the boulder at it and hit again for 13 bludgeoning. And then he'll fall back another 30 feet to another building, moving slightly closer to the tree. Irian. Oh, sorry, the bone colossus has to go first. Yeah, it is going to use its. It's going to use its first attack to drop a fist on you, Bus.
That's fine. I think I took my armor off, so I should be at AC 10.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah.
At least you don't have negative techs.
Yeah. Right?
For 7 bludgeoning damage.
Silver lining.
Yeah.
And then it is going to use its movement to move to Fula.
I'm gonna take the opportunity attack if I can. Cool. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Smite is on a turn, right? So I could use it on this.
I think you can just smite as much as you want.
Yeah.
I think you can only do it once per turn.
That was
I
it.
thought.
I put that into the MTG system.
Yeah. That,
Oh.
You can smite as many times
You can
as
just burn
attack.
yourself out.
I'm gonna smite it. That's max 15 piercing damage, and then I'm gonna smite again for another 14 radiant.
All right.
Wait, you make 2 opportunity attacks?
No,
Yeah.
I smited. I attack, hit him, and
That's why I
smite.
rolled more dice.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wait, you can smite multiple times on the same attack?
No, he just made an opportunity attack. In the
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I misunderstood
Yeah.
how you were
Yeah.
calling out your rolls.
I
Gotcha.
did 15 piercing, 14 radiant.
It has one more attack, Fula, and it is going to drop the hammer on you.
As it's like rushing me, I'm just gonna be like, no, not me!
It misses as you dodge out of the way of it. Slippery little bastard.
As I hit it, I'm
He's
like, wait, no.
13.
Irian's going to shoot it, though, with his bow. And he's going to deal 6 force damage.
Gotcha.
And that will move it down another size class. So it's just
Medium.
Yeah, it's just like the bent form of like 2 or 3 broken skeletons still shuffling around trying to fight you guys. As all the rest of the parts of its body are just like broken and ineffective, kind of like trying to shift and move on the ground. Sanguson, you're up.
I'll just go with another Sacred Flame on it.
Sure.
Wow.
Sanguson, how do you want to do this?
Oh,
Max damage.
nice. And it's radiant.
As I see it miss hitting Kula, so take one more quick step back, Kula. And then
I will
down
do
a
so.
huge
I like
shower of
scrabble out of the way on like all fours.
And then you did what, Chris?
I just bring down a huge tower of flame over it, just like
Ah,
engulf
jeez.
the rest of the
Yeah.
the
You see the
trees
bones
over
just
there.
Mustang
shift
it.
and crack and collapse into a small pile. At this point, make just flat intelligence checks.
This will go good.
Oof.
Yikes. It's not good.
You're a smart computer, Ronan.
I am not a computer. Thank you very much.
I got a 6.
That's racist.
I wasn't designed to be
Why is
smart.
it not showing up?
That is weird.
There we go. Fucking ass.
Wow, 11's our highest.
Sin and Irian both look around and then look back towards the back of the cavern, and as you guys follow their gaze, you guys realize that Melina didn't really help in that fight at all. She's at the back of the cavern studying the tree.
Ah.
She's heading for the tree?
She's at the tree already.
She's
You
at
just
the
can't,
tree.
You can't really tell what she's doing.
Okay.
Zed, you don't see that from where you've gotten to, but you see that they've
Yeah.
stopped and they've looked back at the back of the cavern. They're not like approaching you.
Why are we moving?
Do we notice like after they stop and notice?
Yeah. But like I said, you guys follow their gaze.
Yeah.
So everyone kind of notices it.
Well, good to know where someone's priorities lie.
Getting out alive?
If that were the case, I would think she would have helped a bit with that.
Irian will look to you, Fula, and say, could be a special tree. And he'll walk in that direction.
In either case, we ended up fine.
Are we not trying to... Oh.
Thank you for the save, by the way. Rather impressive, I must say. Says Sanguison.
I do as my lady allows me.
I'm gonna. Boss is gonna like see that a couple people are going to the tree, and then he's gonna go like look in the opposite direction at the grass. And can I go to the grass, like the glowing grass, and see
You would
what's
have to
going on
climb
with
back
that?
up the first shelf. But yeah.
Oh shit! There's none down here.
Hold on,
I
I'm
will
gonna
wait.
walk
We're
past.
obviously gonna go back up there. at some
Actually,
point,
no,
so
there's
I'll wait.
probably some clumps down here, too. So you could just...
So
Okay.
I'll start heading towards the trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what Irian was doing. Did you say he starts walking towards her?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah,
did.
I'm following.
Yeah, after no
Uh,
one responds, I'll go towards him.
Voss, you got hit, right?
I'm waiting for Zed.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Nah.
gonna the tree.
I'll
Yeah.
put a cure
Alright.
wounds in on Voss.
Thank you. I'm not down that much, but I can use it.
Use a tank, you need all you can
It's
get.
15 health action.
That's almost up to full. Thank you. Thank you.
Pretty good for a level 1.
Not bad.
Yeah. No kidding.
Those clerics of Aisha know how to heal.
Yeah, we
That's all they know how to
I'll-
do, fucking
I'll,
losers.
Yeah, radiant flame's not a thing.
As he does that, I'll kind of like walk up to him and I'll say, "This place plays games with the mind, and I know I'm sworn to protect you, but I went off on my own to investigate the tablet. But seems you're okay. Seems like this place has not broken us too much."
No, We seem fine.
Say we will figure out
To
this.
get out of here, though.
Yes.
Inspiration,
Yes.
Jim.
Thank you. I'll say, we have not really furthered our relationship through Aisha in a while, but I feel like other things have taken a priority. But I do mean to figure this out with you afterwards. But let's find our friends first.
Yes. Perhaps a visit to the lighthouse is in order.
It's not a bad plan, especially after all that we've seen and all that's been happened to our friends here. And then I'll go look at the grass.
Okay.
No, we'll
Just
slide
checking
down.
in. We haven't checked in with each other for a hot
Good,
minute.
man.
So
We always love the role play.
I'll slide down and start reloading Better Devils and look to Ronan. I mean, we better go check on her, yeah?
Yeah. The more
Checking
we
out the
travel,
grass, Voss.
yes, I will say yes. I'm gonna look at it. And I actually rolled a nat 20,
No? What is that?
Investigation.
What is that total?
19.
No wonder you said that 20. Alright. So, is anybody Sangerson, are you saying
Well, if everybody else is going to the tree and Voss is going back up, I'd like stay in between them.
I'm not gonna go back up. I'm gonna. There. He said there is a few tubs that's down here.
actually, Fula, now that I think about it, Irian's just gonna start looking through all of the domiciles.
Okay.
Because that's
I'll-
probably what
I
a
would-
lore seeker would do.
Yeah, for sure.
And Sin
That's what
will,
I was-
too.
That's what I was thinking before the fight started. That was.
Yeah.
Gold.
And she's been a friend
So yeah,
of me.
I will.
I'll go
I
check
will
on her.
assist.
yeah, I'm going with Zed.
Okay, to check on Melina.
Yeah.
Alright, which group do we want to start with?
Doesn't matter to me.
I should just
I already told you
jump
my
into
role.
something. I need to stop
I
asking
already told
you
my
guys
role.
these questions. Alright, yeah. Sangerson,
We're
you're
very
standing.
indecisive.
I'll
You're
just go,
standing
like,
watching Voss.
Stay in the middle, I'll keep an eye on everybody. Kind of. Like, just try and keep
I'll kind of run. I'll go up to it and I'll kind of like look at it, and then I'll like put the tip of the light piercer, like kind of run it through the grass, and like if nothing really happens, then I'll kind of like use my other hand and tentatively like run my hand through the grass.
Make a flat charisma check.
Ooh, that's not great. 10 plus 13.
Nothing really happens when you run your spear through the grass. It does seem to like shift and bend and move in such a way that the spear never breaks or really like permanently harms any of the
Okay.
grass.
Then I won't touch it with my hand. If it reacts to my spear, I won't touch it with my hand. But
It appears less like reaction and more like just the material of it allows it to kind
Okay.
of just like
Very pliable.
yeah, it's very
yeah, okay,
pliable.
okay. Then I will touch it. I will run my hand through it as well.
You run through your hand through it, and you do feel a sense of life to it that you didn't feel like when examining the roots and things. But you don't really understand enough about it scientifically to know much more than that kind of that spiritual sense you get from it. It's
Yeah.
naturalness.
I would kind of like look back at the group and then like kind of like look at my fingers and hand and kind of like wiggle my fingers, and I'll look at and I'll start back towards them. And as I get close enough for like someone to hear probably saying something, I would say there is more life in that grass than I've felt the entire time we've been down here, and the trees seem to have that same aura or glow. There must be something to it, and I'm gonna keep going towards the tree.
You start to walk towards the tree. As you head that direction, why don't you go ahead and make an investigation check, Fula?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh boy.
As you guys look through the domiciles, all of you find small, broken, or well-worn artifacts that seem to be of enough interest to collect and put in your packs for investigation back at the Lore Seeker Station, that kind of thing. Anything that seems useful that would have been left in these rooms. As the three of you gather back together and kind of show each other your findings, Sin smiles and he reveals that he has found another tablet piece.
Nice. That's number
Were we
5.
relying on Melina to read these at this?
Yeah, because Isel's not here anymore.
Ooh, now that we're not in fighting or running, I will realize that I have a piece of the tablet kind of stuck in like a side pocket that I have.
You don't have a piece of the tablet.
I don't have it? Did I drop it?
You have a whole tablet that you found
Oh, that's right.
that appeared to be something else.
That's right.
This is one character.
I did not remember that.
Yeah, it's just a full tablet.
That's right. Okay. I will remember that now and produce it from
I
wherever
would say
it
to
was.
them,
You cut out for me. What did you say?
I suppose we had better jump with her.
Alright. And you guys recollect with the other two that are also heading in the direction of the glowing tree, where the rest of the party is. Ronan, Zed, you catch up with Melina first, and approaching, you see her running her hands across the glowing body of the tree. And you see kind of a soft smile stretch across her face, one of few you've seen since you met her. She looks... Sorry, you go.
That's the first time you haven't been the first to jump into action. What's this?
It is a very special tree. All of these trees are. I'm surprised they survived the corruption, but there is a purity to them. Their glow comes from their sap. It is a sap that was harvested by my people in more ancient times. Said to be a healing remedy of sorts. And at this point, the rest of the party is coming into earshot and kind of slowly walking up and joining the conversation. And you see her point to the ground around the tree and say, "This is interesting as well." And does anybody want to step forward and make an investigation check?
What is she referring to when she says this?
I'm here.
She's kind of motioning to the ground around the trees, the glowing trees.
I got 3.
As you guys step forward close enough to actually investigate it, all of you, some quicker than others, notice that the ground around it, the roots in it and stuff, do bear signs of the corruption, but it seems as though when they reach the base of these trees, the corruption just stops. Like the trees are...
Melina, what kind of healing does this sap entail?
It would restore certain perilous diseases and like. It does appear to repel this corruption, though I'm not sure how.
Well, do you know how to collect the sap from it? That could prove useful if we had it.
She moves her head back and forth and she says, draining the sap was said to be tricky. I could attempt it, but I would need something to store it in, preferably glass.
Not to put the healing aspect of it in the background, but could it be weaponized? Could we put the sap on weapons, and would it protect against these undead things?
I don't know if it would be effective on the edge of a weapon or against their skin, but perhaps if you could find a way to inject it.
I want to pull out the other injection tip arrows that I have. I would say like these. I don't have those anymore. They were in my other shit that got stolen. Never mind.
I do want to let you know that. I do want to let you know that I was really proud of you when you bought those. So.
I didn't buy them. I found them on those dead.
Oh yeah, you found it when you
Striders
found the thing.
Yeah.
Do any of us archaeologists have something glass?
You guys probably have like test tubes and stuff.
Okay. I would, or
As he's like
whichever
passing
one of
those
us
out to her. How rare is this?
You get about halfway through that question, and she just squints at you.
Yeah.
Just like elbow. Zed.
Drain the alien world's resources. Let's do it.
Guys-
I would turn to Zed after that and just say, please.
Get out.
You cut out.
Kind of
You
like-
cut out.
Oh, I would say to Zed. Well, at least there's something we like a fucking annoying smile.
Yeah, who's just
I'm gonna imagine you guys have collected a fair amount of samples so far already. So you guys each
Okay,
have enough
yeah.
tubes to give her two each, so that's
Okay.
6. She's going to see how
and
many she
then-
can correctly harvest.
Well, she's all kind of just say. After that, perhaps we could translate this up to the tablet.
She looks to it and she
Curious to
says,
see how the story unfolds.
she nods her head and she says, interesting. I found another piece here by the trees.
Sick.
She... Ian, you're cutting out a lot for me. I apologize.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
and
I'm
you're
gonna
very
try
quiet.
jumping back. I'm gonna try jumping back on Wi-Fi.
Okay. Really quick, for the harvesting of the tree, she actually successfully harvested into 5 of the 6 little tubes and sealed them. For mechanical purposes, what she explained to you guys is that if one were to use one of these on themselves, it would have the effect of a lesser restoration.
Okay.
Or on somebody else. So you essentially have 5 lesser restorations.
Dope.
That's cool.
That's what I was figuring.
And then she will take the tablets and translate them for you guys. Which one would you like to have translated first? The one that you found in the domiciles or the one by the tree?
Let's go with the domiciles first. I don't know. Somehow the tree feels more final. Like that's like the quote-unquote last one. Even though they're all out of order.
This is the one by the domiciles. Then she translates the one found by the trees.
I found the Warnock, guys. We did.
As you guys put these together with the other tablet pieces, it appears that you're only missing one more.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't hurt that snapping turtle.
This must be the name of it. This Warnock?
Turtle?
Certainly seemed like one.
Yeah, it's a giant reptile.
Speaking of which, and I'll produce the tablet with the rune on it, and I'll look at it like from Sen to fucking Marine. Jesus Christ, I can't remember. Molina. Yeah, I'll present it to Molina, and I'll say, "We found this song. I assume Warnock's back."
She'll take it from you and turn it over, and she'll say, "I do not recognize the symbol. I would take an educated guess that this is the tablet he speaks of protecting."
My thoughts as well.
Do you all need to rest here before we explore other avenues?
I'll look around to everybody. I'm ready.
I feel like we are
I'm
close.
fit to continue.
I'm still fine to go on.
If the cleric says go, you go.
Yeah.
That's true.
Our rope's gone, but it shouldn't be that tough to get back there.
We should have like most of us should have some, right?
Yeah, like multiple. There's multiple more.
I don't.
You guys
I
head
don't
back.
either.
You guys head back out of the chamber. And as your party begins to climb back up the shelves to head back to the intersection to explore that other avenue that you had yet to explore, your vials of bioluminescent lesser restoration in hand, we cut away as Isel and Flair follow the spirit through the catacombs. While the king in the undergrowth is powerful, he's tethered to both the material and the ethereal planes, causing him to be stretched thin when he chooses to channel from the well. I failed to defeat him alone. It is possible that, now that I have another animist on this side with me, we have the upper hand. And of course, I'm sure we can find a way to make you useful too, Flair. She nods her head and dances on her feet. And then he looks back
If
to
we
you
could
guys.
not, I'm sure she would find a way either regardless.
I believe you. Now, another detail I picked up the last time I battled him. When I was locked in spiritual warfare, his tether was weakened. There were moments in time when the material and the ethereal blended. If your material forms are not corrupted, it's possible that during the blend you could leap back through to the other side. But the timing would be tricky. Isel, Flair would not be able to do this. You would have to guide her through, and then yourself.
I will do all that is in my power.
If we have weakened him enough, you could do this in the moments when I take control and I make up for the sins of my past. It is a moment I should face alone anyways.
We will do what we can to give you the best chance of success.
This plan
Nobody
only works.
should ever fight alone.
Thank you. This plan only works if your bodies are uncorrupted, however. Which is why I'm hoping to find your friends. I think together, or at least manipulating you, I might be able to allow you to contact them. Give them the plan, so that we act as one, the same battlefield, two different fronts.
Then that is what we shall do.
But understand that the mirror is powerful. Should he defeat us in the ethereal plane, he could choose to destroy our souls altogether.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the fate of all of Avara is at stake, yes?
If the Green Lord falls, I imagine the rest of the world will soon after.
Then there is nothing we will not do, or risk, to see it completed.
Flair nods her head.
I kind of squeeze her hand.
All right then. Let's try to find your friends.
I'll nod.
And I think for the sake of Shane, we're going to end early tonight.
I kind of figured.
Right
That
there.
is a good idea.
Because I don't want him to miss it.